What? What's so funny about that? What's up? This is Richie and Jamie from the Where We Wild YouTube channel, and today we're going to do a creator's commentary on the time we went up to Reyes Creek Campground in the Los Padres National Forest. We did some camping, we did some hiking, we did some fishing, technically.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a tough place to fish, but I remember that trip. It was fun, man.
It was really
I'm
fun.
looking forward to watching this again. I remember, yeah, there was a lot of interesting stuff that went on in that trip that we could probably talk about. I don't know if do you remember a lot of it, or?
I think I'll like remember
it'll
as
kind
we
of come
go.
back to you.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into it, man. Oh, this is like one of the first times I did like a pretty badass little intro.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it had like an 80s vibe to it, I
Yeah.
think. All right, let's check it out.
Oh, the mustache.
Oh, that's right.
That was so good.
Had the movie heat on.
What's up? This is Richie and Jamie from the Where We Wild YouTube channel, and yes, I'm rocking a mustache. Lost my mind a little bit. You do?
I did love it.
Does that make you horny, baby? Does that make you randy? But yeah, no, I don't know.
Austin Powers. You like the stash?
I
Still?
did. I still do.
Should I bring back the stash every once in a while? It's kind of fun, man.
It is fun. It brings out this other side of you, like.
I do kind of get into a little bit of a character with the stash, yeah.
I kind of love it.
All right, well, maybe I'll bring it back every once in a while.
I got bored the other day. I was trimming my beard up, and I said, "Screw it! I'm gonna rock a mustache." Yeah.
But then you didn't tell me. You just came into the kitchen and started a normal conversation. I was like, what's on your face?
I'm taking it back to 1987, man. I'm gonna single-handedly bring back the stash. Nah, I'm not gonna get too attached to it. I just thought I'd have some fun for the weekend and, you know, go a little old school. And you know, I needed a little extra manpower because it's gonna be a man versus wild situation.
Yeah.
Man and woman versus wild situation, because we're gonna do some camping.
Yes.
It's been a while since we went camping. I'm kind of stoked.
I'm so excited.
Do a little cooking, do a little chilling by the fire. Should be a good time. I'm stoked, man. Let's go camping.
Let's go camping.
Let's go.
This drive was really pretty too.
Yeah, well, I was definitely in a good mood.
And it was relatively close, which was so nice. It wasn't
Yeah.
that far.
2 hours?
Yeah. There's the deer.
Nice. All right, but wait. Before we actually got to this place, didn't we have to go and find ice somewhere or something like that? We were looking to buy ice. I don't know if we were on the frozen water bottle tip yet.
No.
I think we were still using bags of ice, and we thought we'd be able to buy them up around that place.
Yes.
But there wasn't anything anywhere.
Yeah, we
So
had no idea.
Didn't we go up there first? Did we go up there first and ask her, and she said there's a store about 20 miles, whatever,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
And we needed gas.
Oh, that's right. That was the other problem. We needed gas. So we ended up going like 20, 30 miles away from there.
Yeah, it was like another 40 minutes from the campground.
I remember thinking like, oh, geez, like we're getting a little too far away here. But yeah, so we actually hit this campground first and then had to drive 40 minutes away to go get gas and ice before we headed back in to settle in.
Yeah.
So that was crazy, man.
we found our home for the night. Reyes Creek Campground.
Wow, you got your hair straight.
I do.
That's kind of rare.
It is rare. Here we are.
We're gonna set up a little bit and have some lunch, and yeah, then we'll check back in.
Yeah.
Right on, dude. Camping. It's been a while.
It's a cool little time lapse.
That was cute.
Can you spot the GoPro in the tree?
That was so nice. That was right next to our
Yeah, right up that
campsite.
little trail was our campsite.
Yeah.
Getting a little cute with the GoPro.
All right, so we're all set up. This was the nicest site that they had available, but the only problem is the bathroom is right there. Ooh, man.
As the wind blows.
And unfortunately for us, right now anyway, the wind is blowing straight from there to here. So yeah, that's not a pleasant smell. It's kind of like ammonia, I guess would be the closest comparison.
Yeah, dude, that was bad news.
That was so bad.
I was really pissed off about that because I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like this the whole time.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember. That's why I looked at and smiled at you when we were setting up the tent, because I remember we were kind of freaking out, like we can't sleep with this smell.
it was bad.
Yeah, and I was like, well, maybe the wind will change. Like, I was trying to be optimistic, but I was also equally like disgusted and frustrated and didn't know what to do. And
It was making me nauseous a little bit.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like straight up like ammonia.
mixed
Like,
with
Yeah,
feces.
right, but it was mostly like a strong ammonia where it's
Yeah.
like if you get too close, you kind of like have to
Yeah,
back
it was
off.
bad. And the wind, it wasn't like just a calm wind. Like,
No, you hear
it
it.
was strong
You
winds.
hear the wind blow just
Yeah.
as I say that, but it was coming right at us. So it was, it was just unavoidable, man. Like,
And it makes you not want to like cook or eat
relax or
relax,
anything. Yeah. So that's why I think we ended up going down to that little shady spot on the creek
Yeah.
to try to,
Get away from that.
Yeah, I thought we were screwed.
I thought we'd have to pack it up and go home.
Yeah,
for sure.
it was that bad.
Yeah.
It was that bad, but yeah, we kind of got lucky later on though.
Yeah.
So that may be a problem, but it kind of just is what it is. Hopefully the wind changes. That way we can cook and eat dinner and stuff and not smell and taste that.
That's not our camping shower or our tent, by the way. Behind us, that's the site next to us.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, it's pretty chill. Guess we're just gonna settle in, pray to God the wind changes direction, and yeah, hang out, have some fun.
That was nice.
That was so
down there.
nice.
Well, it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and Jamie made some coffee. This creek is pretty though. I've seen butterflies and birds, and there's an ant in your hair. Up here.
Here's dark.
I'm just one with nature.
Yeah. I'm thinking about, well, I don't know about today, but maybe tomorrow taking a walk up this creek and seeing if I can find some deeper pools with some trout in it. I know they're in here. I know they used to stock this place, but they stopped. But there might be a couple here and there. We'll see what happens. So we're chilling on our couch out here
That was
in
my
the
favorite part.
That was great.
wilderness.
This is like the most unnatural.
Hilarious. Are you having fun though? Is this just
I am having
the
fun.
most?
This is beautiful.
I think your mom got us that, right?
Yeah.
At some point, it's one of those like blow up couches. I'll try to find one on like Amazon. They're real popular.
They're
you just
fun.
kind of open up the side and like whip it through the wind and try to fill it up, and then you seal it off.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
And it's like this big.
Yeah,
so
to travel with. Yeah, it folds into
car.
nothing.
Yeah.
And we never use that thing.
No, never.
And it's just weird that we decided to use that.
Well, because there was that perfect landing on the other side of the creek, and I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, it was comfortable.
Yeah, it was great.
It wasn't bad. I remember, I think I lay on it coming up, and it was comfortable.
Yeah.
But it is. It was just so unnatural to sit out there. We got this big blow-up blue couch next to a creek in the middle of nowhere. It was really nice sitting out there, though. I remember it was like super quiet, just birds. You hear that running water. I actually almost like fell asleep at one point. I was just trying to relax.
And it didn't smell.
Yeah, it didn't, because it was kind of going off, going over where we were, because we went down.
Right. So pretty much right after we set up the tent until after this, I spent over here.
Yeah, I did too.
Like, I can't.
Yeah, I did that little. I talked for a second and then went down there.
Yeah.
And we hung out there until it was time to like light a fire.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's hilarious. Little blue couch.
It is beautiful. Got the.
I could listen to this all day.
Got that babbling brook.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Like I just want to read my book and accidentally fall asleep for an hour.
I hear you, man. I'm tired. I only had 4 hours sleep last night.
Do I ever get more than 4 hours sleep?
No.
Never, right? Every day of my life
That's
I sleep
actually
like
a lot for you.
4 hours. It's horrible.
We're just gonna hang out and chill, and gotta light a fire at some point, cook a little dinner, and
I'm excited for stars. It's like all open right there. It's gonna be pretty.
I looked up and I was like, there's nothing but trees. Where are you gonna see stars? We saw them though.
Yeah.
What? See, I got that shot of the trees, and then I got the shot of me laying down looking up. I thought that was funny. And then you come up to me, and I'm like, what? I was probably like half asleep. It was nice staring up at that, man.
I know.
What?
Just admiring that stash. I like your t-shirt.
what does it say?
I hate people.
Oh yeah. No? Right in the.
Oh yeah.
Right in the filtered tree light.
Oh, I said tree light, I meant sunlight.
I have to say the lighting is pretty incredible. Like your face looks good right now.
Oh man, I have a cut on my lip though.
Yeah.
There's that GoPro in the tree.
Oh yeah. That was cute.
Well, we've been chilling out here for about an hour, something like that. It's really peaceful.
Hey, those birds.
It's really nice. I'm ready to sleep.
That was sweet.
Just listen.
That was the other thing that was so nice about this campground. We barely heard anybody. Like I was just sitting here trying to think about it.
There was kids, I think, in the beginning, right? When we first got there,
Yeah.
across the way, they were kind of doing something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was pretty damn
It was
quiet.
really quiet. You
But
know?
no, it was.
People don't go there to like party.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
love
know?
that.
Yeah.
I hate when big groups go to campsites and
Yeah.
they're like loud and obnoxious. Like I love going out there to hear that.
Exactly.
Just birds, wind,
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's the best.
But I think we probably need to get a fire going soon and start cooking up some dinner.
Yum.
All right, let's light a fire. Come on, let go.
Public display of affection.
Wow.
We try not to, we don't do that a lot. I feel like it's weird to like kiss
Yeah.
on videos. It's
We
like,
did it twice in this video.
wow,
Jeez.
it's the mustache.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We gotta start some fires.
All right.
No, we just need to start one fire. I don't want to start a lot of fires, but what I did was I took a little, it was a good little hack, is I took a little dryer lint from
What
my
else?
dryer,
Yeah.
and that usually catches a spark really, really well. So I'm gonna try to just hit this with a spark and see what happens here. And then I got
2 tickets to paradise?
Yeah, well, what happened was I was carving a wooden fishing lure, and I had some wood shavings from it, and so I took that and just threw it in a little bottle there.
That was sweet, yeah.
Let's try that.
All right, do your thing, manly man.
All right, I just want to say something about this. That is not my knife. That is not my everyday carry knife. All right, that knife came with that little striker, and that is the only thing I use it for. So you never want to take your legit knife and use the blade to get a spark with it, because you're gonna tear up the blade of your knife.
Yeah.
So I had a couple comments about that on maybe the Camping Hacks video or something, because I used this clip.
Oh.
And they were like, dude, you never use your blade, and I should have explained that this knife is only used for this purpose.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the blade works better to get spark, but it ruins your blade. So if that's your only knife that you have on you, don't use that. Use the back of the knife, and you can still get spark, but this one is just for that. I usually have like 7 knives on me at like all times.
That's why I was laughing. I thought this was the one where you couldn't get it.
Oh no, this one is my favorite one, and that's why it works so good, is because I am using that blade and it digs right in.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously it destroys the blade, but yeah. So this is just my fire starter knife. I don't use it for anything else. I got one in my pocket right now. I probably got one in the bin. You saw that big, you know, machete looking thing that I'm using to cut up the wood. I got plenty of other knives, but all my good knives I would never do this to. So your only knife, use the back of the blade.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just wanted to clear that up. I try to lint on that.
All right, do your thing, manly man.
Doesn't fail. 2, 3, 3 shots.
Nice. First fire of the summer.
Man, that other campsite is so close.
Yeah, it is.
This is funny. I was mad that the shot is being blocked by the wood, and I wish the camera was in another position. But once I start reaching for it, it's so funny because I take a piece off and the wood moves enough for it, like it just rocks up from the weight being changed, and then you actually see the shot of what I'm doing right there.
That's funny. I never noticed that.
The shaving should be good once they catch. We're good.
Nice job, babe.
And my back was killing me. Watch the expression on my face when I come up, how tight I am.
First fire of the summer.
You see that?
Yeah.
Man.
Nice job. Bye.
Alright, we are going to do some corn, jalapenos, and steak. I guess we'll keep the steak in the cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put a little
There's
bit
another
of
knife.
in there.
In here?
I always have a million on me, man. This one we use a lot for cooking. It's a little beater.
Like how much?
Just, no, like, wrap it up first.
Oh.
Like, here.
Oh, this is cool. A little trick for your corn. Wrap it up in aluminum foil and just seal off the bottom, twist it up. Pour a little bit of water in, like drops. Seal up the other side, and that water will steam the corn inside on your fire instead of like burning the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Comes out good,
really
yeah.
Good. Cool.
I just do the same thing with the other one.
Love jalapenos.
Yeah, every time we make steak nowadays, we use jalapenos with them. So good. Just fry them up in a little olive oil, kosher salt and pepper. Always got the grill mates going. Those steaks are gigantic thick.
Too big.
Yeah.
Grill mates. Don't leave home without it. It's the best, man. Alright, so tonight we're doing some steak with some grill mates on it. Don't leave home without it. I'm going to do it with some jalapenos. And I like to put a little kosher salt on the jalapenos and maybe a little pepper. But first just drizzle a little olive oil so that stuff sticks. And then we got some corn on the cob. And then we're going to boil up some rice. That should be a good dinner.
Yeah.
That should be yummy.
Be really yummy.
Brand new cast iron.
Yeah.
Thing is spotless. We love that. We love that griddle.
This thing going or what?
Let's go.
Should I give me seeds on both sides or?
No, just the one.
That thing's gigantic, man.
Beautiful.
You had a little problem after dinner.
I did.
Get that going.
Guess we'll talk about that in a minute.
I'm hungry too. Got your water boiling?
Working on it.
This thing cranked? That'll help
You play it off though.
Well, I didn't want it to boil before.
Yeah, sticks are getting there.
Trying to time it.
Trying to time it.
You're so cute.
Yes, sir. That looks good, man. Some stoked corn on the cob. And some beautiful little steaks there. And maybe some jalapenos too. Well, this looks like a feast.
Little red. Yeah, all right. Well, she had a problem after this dinner. It was delicious, man.
It was very
that steak
good.
was so thick, though. Mine especially was just gigantic. And so, like, when I thought it was almost done, I cut it in half. And I like my steaks like medium rare, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a little more rare than I would like. So I'm like, I'm gonna throw mine back on for a couple minutes. You want to give me yours? I'll throw it back on too. And she's like, no, it's all good. Mine's smaller. I like it red and everything. So, but after we ate this, like an hour later, she wasn't feeling very good. I think it like kind of upset your stomach a little.
Yeah, my stomach just like started to hurt. So I was like, let me try to go to the bathroom. And then it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, I think what happened was, like, at first we were like, is it like food poisoning? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think so though,
No.
because they were good steaks. I ate mine, it was fine.
Yeah.
I think what happened was she just felt like she had to use the bathroom. She went in that hellhole of a bathroom, and it's so bad. Like, dude, I would go in there for 2 seconds just to pee, and I'd have to put my shirt over my nose.
Yeah.
Like, you would get a headache,
The ammonia
nauseous.
smell was just
So
bad.
potent
Yeah.
and strong from whatever the chemicals that they use in there, or whatever it was,
Yeah.
or just from the, whatever,
Right.
smelling like ammonia.
right.
And so she sat in there for like, I don't know how long you were in
I
there.
was probably in there for like 20 minutes.
Just trying to use the bathroom and
making sure like I wasn't gonna be sick. Like I didn't feel good. So I
Yeah.
was like, let me give myself time. But that was wrong.
yeah, but I think the bathroom is what really made you feel sick.
Yeah. It was
Like
bad.
I think you got a little bit of an upset stomach, but then you went in there and then you got like a migraine
Oh my gosh.
from the ammonia smell from being in there. Because
Yeah.
I remember you were in there in a while. I'm like texting you, like, "Are you okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to. I don't know if I have to go to the bathroom. I'm just trying." I'm like, "You've been in there for a long time."
Yeah.
And then when you came out of there, you said you felt like you were gonna throw up. You had a
I
migraine.
was so dizzy.
It
yeah.
was. I felt so bad, but
Yeah.
I blame that bathroom, man, because that smell, just being as close as we were to it, was messing me up a little when the
Right.
wind was coming right at us.
Right.
So that sucked, but
Yeah. I wound up sitting in the car for like a half an hour just waiting for like it to pass.
yeah. Later on after this.
Yeah.
Looks good, man. Let's eat. That was good.
It really was
Oh,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
Full?
Very.
It's gonna start getting chilly though.
Yeah, it's
Get
almost time for pants.
Yeah, put some pants on and get this fire roaring up.
Instead of shorts, it's almost time for pants.
Ah, she's been walking around in a thong.
Why do you think the camera angle always ends here?
Naked and afraid out here.
There you go. Chilly.
It's really nice.
Chilling. And the wind changed direction, which is nice. So,
Thank God.
Basically no wind.
yeah, no, it's
So
pretty
that's-
calm.
I don't know what we would have done.
Yeah, it's quieter.
Because everybody's eating.
Mm. Everybody's got their mouth full. I mean, people are just going to start sitting around the fire and
Yeah.
being quiet. Kids will probably be going to bed.
You were fine until you
Well,
hit that
let's clean up
bathroom.
this
Yep.
mess before it gets dark.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll get into a little bit of a warmer outfit. Let's do it.
So weird. And that's why the footage jumps from
Yeah.
there to there. You were sitting by yourself.
Right. Yeah, I was sitting by myself out by the fire for at least an hour.
At least, yeah.
And she was just in the car. I felt so bad. She just didn't feel good. But it was that bathroom, man. It gave you a migraine, made you feel like, how could it not?
Yeah.
Like that ammonia smell was just disgusting.
Yeah, it was bad.
But once you got out of the car, you could tell here you were still a little feeling not
off.
great, but it was beautiful sitting out there. We saw so many shooting stars, and I decided to set up a time lapse. The time lapses are awesome, but they're kind of a pain because you gotta let it.
So long.
Yeah, you gotta let it sit there for like hours to get 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, it's insane, but it was really, really pretty out there.
Yeah.
It got cold though. I remember thinking like, oh wow, it really dipped once that sun went down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was really beautiful. I just felt bad you weren't feeling so good.
I felt bad. Felt like I ruined the night.
No, shit happens, man. When you're out there, it never, you know.
You never mean it.
No, I mean you just got to roll with it. Like
exactly.
Sometimes things don't go perfectly, and you just got to make the best of it. But this was beautiful. I love staring at stars at night. It's just
That's
the best.
your fave.
Oh, it's great. Your neck gets stiff.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
All right, well, we're just hanging out by the fire here. It's chilly, man. It's probably down to low, maybe high 40s, low 50s.
Yeah.
Stars are insane. This fire feels great. We're just gonna hang out and, you know, see if we can catch some shooting stars and stuff for a little while. Chill by the fire and then get to bed.
Yeah.
See you in the morning.
Good night.
So pretty.
Yeah.
It didn't even pick everything up either. Now you have it rough.
Yeah, I was hurting.
Oh man. Good morning.
I had a bit of a rough night.
Yeah.
I think I put way too many layers on because it was so cold. We don't have the rain fly on. That's interesting because we were thinking like, let's keep some air flow through there. But I think what happened was I put so many layers on. I was like Joey from Friends with like all the sweaters, and I got too hot and then started sweating. And then when you sweat and it's cold out, you're screwed, man. So I had a rough night, and it was so hard to get comfortable with all the layers on, and I had like hand warmers in my pockets and then that big hood behind me, and
and we didn't have our sleeping bags yet.
No, we didn't have those new bags yet, so it was just
you couldn't really like, you know, find your own warmth.
Yeah,
we were sharing a blanket.
And a lot of times when we do these things, I don't sleep very well.
Yeah.
Sucks. The only time I slept really good, the only video was Kings Canyon.
Because you had the bag.
Yeah, and it was July and not April or May.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's
like it was just way more comfortable, but
yeah.
So yeah, as usual, I don't sleep very good. She's in there sleeping like a rock as usual. Can sleep on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But so
I sleep great normally, but there's something about sleeping outside that I am just knocked out.
Yeah, I don't even sleep well in my own bed. So, but yeah, it was brisk. You know, you learn though. I mean, we should. It's such a fine line, like with clothes, like what you're wearing. Yeah, it can be really tricky when you're sleeping camping. You know, you're either too hot or too cold. It's really tough to find that nice, comfortable.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, middle. But you know, another day.
It was pretty chilly last night. Got a little damp. Whew. I'm gonna try to get a fire going, and then maybe have some breakfast ready by the time James wakes up.
I have sweatpants on underneath those pants.
Yeah, I forgot you did that.
Yeah, be careful when you're doing this. You know, I need some smaller pieces to start a fire, but like, see, I came close to my finger there. You want to just jam your knife in there and then push down like that, or use a block of wood to hammer down on it. You know, you could really hurt yourself if you, especially first thing in the morning, man. You're not all there, and those knives, man. That knife I'm using, it's built to have all the weight up on top, so it can blast through wood. It's nice and quiet out there, though.
Yeah, birds are amazing.
I'm surprised I didn't get another angle there of the fire.
Oh, look who's up.
Uh-oh.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
Like a rock.
Really? I didn't sleep very
Shocker.
good.
From the second I closed my eyes, I think I woke up once because somebody had a flashlight.
Probably me.
I was
Probably.
like cold and kind of damp.
You had a lot of layers on
I
too.
don't know what magical combination of clothes or blankets I had.
It could have been the hand warmers.
Yeah.
All right, well, I just got this fire going. It's about ready for the big
Fairly
logs and
conscious.
I'm gonna cheat and get this fire going.
yeah, boil some
So
water.
we can do some
with
coffee.
The stove, and then we'll wait for it to kind of burn down some coals, and then we'll cook some breakfast.
I didn't hear or comprehend anything you said.
She's not all there when she first wakes up,
I'm
man.
not.
You can see it on her face. Like
Yeah.
she has this like blankness about her. Like in the last camping video at Dogwood, like I was saying something like, "How'd you sleep? Blah blah blah, good." You know, I was like, "Oh man, I was cold." You were like, "I had no cold air getting into my bag," and I'm like, "How?" And you're like, "I don't know." Like dead serious. I don't know. You just like are lost when you first wake up for like the first half hour or so.
At least, yeah.
But you had a lot of layers on too. You were looking a little.
I was, yeah. I was a little
Bunched
can't
up.
put my arms down.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this one, I'm so jealous of how you sleep, man. I can't do it. French press time. Somebody got mad at me for telling you not to make the coffee strong in the last video.
Oh, they didn't get it.
No, they missed it. It's like a running joke with us. We're always fighting over how many scoops should go in the French press. Last time I'm like, how many do you usually do? She's like 10. I'm like,
I stand firm.
I'm like, all right, let's do 6. And then the second time she made it, she takes a sip and she's like, 7.
My fire's roaring over there. I actually have a baked potato over on the fire.
Oh, I
So
forgot
I
you
think
did a
I'm gonna
baked
do the
potato.
sausage, egg, and cheese
Baked potatoes
sandwich,
are
and we'll
good.
split
Just throw them in the
potato.
coals or on top of it. You gotta keep them on for a long time. They
Yeah.
take a while.
Cut those open and make some
Oh.
patties.
Okay, sausage, egg, and...
Sausage McMuffin.
They're so good, and they're so easy.
Yeah, they are.
What are you humming?
I think I was humming Thank God I'm a Country Boy by John Denver.
What?
I don't know, it was just stuck in my head for some reason. I kept singing it to myself when I was cooking. I don't even know all the words.
So,
Sometimes I kicks on a girl. Thank God I'm a country boy.
oh, that song.
They got me right,
I've
got me
never-
real. Kicks on the griddle. I don't know why.
Oh, cause Griddle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's stuck in my head. I only push down on those, by the way, just the first second I flip them. You don't want to squeeze all the juice out of them. You want to keep them nice and juicy. That griddle's great.
Yeah, it is. I'm hungry.
Those are so good.
They're so good.
And that sausage was a little different. It was like an apple smoked type
Yeah.
of thing. I don't know. It's not my favorite, but it was good.
It was.
good. My favorite is that Costco breakfast sausage, I think. Kirkland, Costco, whatever. Perfect egg.
That looks good.
Whew. That looks so good.
Sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich, check. Sausage McMuffin.
Big Daddy Adam Sandler.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was good. You're still a little messed up, I think, because
I
usually you'd
still
be
didn't feel
eating
it.
way faster. You didn't even
I'd
touch
be
a
done with
potato.
my sandwich right now. With you being halfway done with yours, I'm usually done.
My fat ass makes 2 of them.
I didn't even touch my. Look, I
I
didn't
know.
even finish anything.
Look, you're watching me. Like, is that good?
Put that on the fire last night and then put that on the smaller back.
Aw, I forgot. I didn't even finish that.
That was good though, man.
It was.
That's one of my favorite breakfasts to make.
Yeah.
Camping by far. Sure would be nice if
It was that fast.
if it went that fast to tear down.
Yeah.
But notice we did get our tent back in the bag pretty easily.
All right,
did.
tent's all broken down.
That's a good trick.
You want to maybe do a little creek walk for like maybe an hour or two? Go up there and just see what.
Yeah, let's explore a
So
little.
we'll just pack up because we got a little time before we have to get out of here.
Oh my God! Do you know what I forgot?
What?
Do you remember the car died?
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
someone
guy
jumped us. That's
yeah.
right. Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
That's right. The battery died in our car because we kept the back door open too long.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Thank God someone was cool enough to jump that. I totally forgot about that, man.
The guy in the other Jeep.
That's right. That's right. It was like a Cherokee or something. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You got to be careful leaving your back hatch open and stuff too long when you're like.
And I think from the night before when I was sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Like, because we didn't want to keep turning the car on.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I totally
and the lights
forgot
and everything.
That just
All right, we're gonna dip out, take a little bit of a walk.
Got my little trout rod on me though for this hike.
This is the best part.
This was dope. I was expecting like a bigger river, but that was beautiful right there.
Oh yeah.
What? What's so funny about that? You look like Ernie from Harry and the Hendersons.
I look like there isn't a single...
Well, first you see the waterfall and you're like, oh yeah. And then you just smile, that's all. What's so funny about that?
It just looks like there isn't a single thought behind my eyes.
No, it looks like, oh, this is pretty. This is so funny.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you think that's so funny. That little look. One more time.
Because I just don't look...
Ah, yeah.
I look like how I sound.
Oh yeah.
You just thought it was pretty. You do look like
It was
you do look like
beautiful.
Ernie from Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah. Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, that was cool, man. It was beautiful in this little valley, man, with this creek and the sun coming through the trees, and I wish the water was a little deeper, but it was beautiful.
Let me know if you see any fish in
I'm scanning for fish, man. Scanning. But yeah, this was an interesting song choice. I was just, going through music and looking through tracks like I always do, and I was like, this is really different, but it kind of fits. It's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
I wish I had the drone, man. I would have took it all the way up there.
Oh, man.
See how far away that next waterfall might have been. It almost looks like a drone shot because I'm down real low and I'm like swinging up real fast. It was pretty back there.
Oh, man.
That was a little intimidating. That was the first time I looked up and I noticed how deep in we were and just surrounded by these mountains on each side. Kind of feel a little claustrophobic, like you just like stuck in there.
This has been a cool little hike so far. I mean, we've probably walked around a mile, I guess, so far.
Yeah.
It's kind of slow going because you got to cross
Still
the
don't know how far it was.
creek a bunch.
It's about a mile and a half
But
there, a mile and a half
it's really
back.
pretty, man. I don't think we can go too much further because we got to get back to the car because the camp host let us stay parked at our site a little longer than we were kind of supposed to. I'm keeping my eye on the water and I've seen like a couple tiny little fish, but nothing you could really fish for.
That was really pretty.
That was so beautiful.
Right around this point though, a little before this, we saw water lines
Oh, yeah.
for like a weed growing kind of operation.
Yeah.
Someone must have had a grow somewhere out here.
Yeah.
Somewhere, because there was all kinds of tubing and water lines like built up and like stashed like in like a really like shady spot, and someone definitely had a grow going on out there. It was really
I got
weird.
a little nervous.
Yeah, when I saw that, I got a little nervous because I was like, uh-oh. If we run into this grow.
Yeah.
You know, someone could be out there and protecting it or whatever, and it might not go so well.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really see anybody out there. I mean, there was one couple, I think, kind of coming back when we first started, I think, up on the ledge there.
Yeah.
But
wasn't there a family like sitting in the creek at one point?
oh yeah, maybe.
Like further.
Was that here?
I think so.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But that was way further back though.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, that was pretty wild. There was definitely some sort of grow operation up here.
Like,
it's like, oh boy, maybe we should turn around. But I really was hoping to get to like a big waterfall. I heard the camp host say there was like a nice waterfall.
Yeah.
But it took a while to get to, and I guess we just didn't get there fast enough.
Maybe it was like
3 miles. Yeah.
But we just, I mean, she probably does that like daily, and we don't.
But yeah, it was still really pretty though, man. It just kind of freaked me out when I saw those water lines. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
This is pretty nuts. Look at that up there.
Both sides.
All right. Well, I don't know, man. I think we're gonna have to head back. I'd love to keep plowing up here, but we're getting a little too far away from the car, and we got to get back there to get out of that campsite for our camp host, because she's so cool. I don't want to piss her off.
We've been hiking for like what, an hour and a half already?
Yeah. I mean, I know there's a big payoff up there. There's got to be a nice plunge pool or a little waterfall or something. I know it.
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
All right, I guess let's start heading back.
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
I remember I was like really looking for snakes and stuff.
Yeah.
And especially like this shot coming up, I thought anytime like, oh, not this, but this is a dope shot. That was really cool.
Yeah. We hung the GoPro from a tree.
Yeah. It was cool. It's really pretty. The way the sunlight came down through this creek was really nice. Look at that, you can see it.
Yeah.
It was really pretty. But right here, as I'm walking along, like this is the type of area that snakes are gonna be in, right along that water's edge right there.
Yeah.
So I remember as soon as I step in that little narrow pass, I kind of cranked, boom, 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 boom. Because I was waiting for something to be in there. I think we saw one snake for sure. I can't remember if we saw more than that.
It was right before we turned back around, we saw one.
Oh, right.
Oh, dude.
All right, so now I'm stoked because I could see a couple little trout swimming around in there, and you know, I think they stocked this at one point. You know, a friend of mine told me like it was like deeper and they stocked it, but they stopped. So, but yeah, I just saw a couple little trout moving around, tiny. But I had this tiny little micro ultralight rod with me, no fly rod. But I had a couple flies on me, and you don't have to cast very far, so I figured I would just tie one on this little thing and just dip it in there, see what happens, you know?
Okay.
I mean, look at that, it's a tiny little pool. So, of course, I have a fly fishing shirt on. It's funny. So I'm just swinging it out there because it's not a fly rod or anything. I'm a little pissed. I remember I was like, did you get that? When I was like, why didn't you look down at the water with the camera? You might have been able to see it get hit.
Oh my god.
Did you miss it?
I got it. You got it. Oh my gosh. Nice job, babe.
So little.
Just a tiny little native trout, and they're like kind of rare, man.
It was beautiful.
Really beautiful. So you could see that little fly. It was just like a tiny little fly that I had on, tiny little wet fly that sank down and things smashed it. And there was no barb on this, like all those, like I usually shave the barbs off, which makes it harder to keep the fish on, but it like doesn't hurt them. You know what I mean? It like can come out like way faster. Yeah. So especially like these little ones, I felt bad, man. Like I'm used to catching, you know, way bigger fish. Like I felt bad, but it was still fun, and he was fine. It was a beautiful fish.
It really was.
My buddy told me like these are like pretty special and rare little native trout.
Wow.
try to get him back in as fast as I possibly could. Went up, and then he went right down. It was a good looking little trout. Yeah, see, I said I feel bad.
I was so shocked. All of a sudden, it just came flying at me.
Recording?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
You had nothing to do with fishing
cool.
yet.
No.
Caught a little native trout. They used to stock this, but I don't think they do no more. But there's a bunch right under there in that little pool. We gotta get going. I'd stay out here and play with these things all day. Well, this was really awesome, man. I think we're...
That wasn't a coincidence, by the way. How the music
bird.
rose as the bird rose.
Yeah.
It's never a coincidence. But that was cool, man.
That was awesome.
That was really fun.
getting back towards the, where are you?
I'm here.
Getting back towards the campsite.
That was so much fun.
It would have been awesome if there was actually big stock trout in there.
Yeah.
But I don't have a fly rod, but I had 2 flies in my trout gear. And I just kind of threw them out there. And one smacked it. It was pretty awesome. We're back to our original campsite.
Yeah.
Back at the car. Everything's cool. We probably hiked, like 2 miles.
Yeah.
Mile there, mile back.
Mm-hmm.
Caught that little trout, which is awesome, man. That's, that's just like a native. They're tiny.
Yeah.
I feel bad catching them. I'm glad I got them back in the water, but I didn't even like holding them because I didn't want to take like the slime off him, but
Yeah.
he was fine.
That was a really
All
beautiful
right, well,
hike.
yeah, it was so nice, man. I hope we got some good shots of it.
So peaceful.
Really nice. And this campground is really nice. Reyes Creek Campground.
Yeah.
I definitely would recommend it. Watch out, you want to get site like 18 or 19, I think are the best ones, especially in the summer. They're shade.
Not 21.
You're right by the creek and stuff, and we stayed in 21, which is really beautiful.
I do like
Problem
that
is,
spot.
you
Yeah.
got the bathrooms right across from you, so if the wind hits it right, you have to smell that. But
Yeah.
other than that, man, it's beautiful.
No,
There's
it's great.
a little shady spot down there. We were relaxing there yesterday. Beautiful, and I'm stoked, man. I'm
Yeah, we'll
tired,
definitely
and
come
it was a
back.
rough night for me last night. It was cold and everything, but it was still a good time.
Yeah, it was. We'll definitely be back.
Nature and shit. Head home?
Yeah.
Head home. I want a shower.
Yes.
I need a nice shower and a nap.
Yeah. A big nap.
That was
Let's go.
fire.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like and let us know in the comments if you want to see more camping stuff.
We tried to shoot this 47 times, this part.
We did.
Every time we try to shoot it, someone would come by talking, we'd mess up,
Something would go wrong.
a plane would fly like right overhead
Yeah.
and it'd be like super, super loud. We thought we would get like cute with it and like put the thing in the car and then like shut the door and stuff. This took like a half hour.
At least.
It was
All we
hilarious.
wanted
We
to
were
do
getting
was
to
go
the point.
home.
I actually should slip in footage of the blooper where I closed the door and then I give it the middle finger because I was like so over it.
You're so
But
mad.
you're so exhausted from
Yeah.
everything, and then you're trying to shoot this outro type
Right.
of
We're
thing.
gonna have to do it again.
It took forever. It was just sometimes that just happens.
Ugh,
Like
yeah.
there's just noise or something happens with the camera, or you're so tired that your brain's not thinking right, and
Yeah.
you can't talk fast enough.
And it's always when you want to just get it done and go.
Yeah, you want it to be over.
Yeah.
And just hit the road jack. But yeah, but this was still a
We didn't get
fun
to go
trip.
at all last year.
It really
but this year
was.
We're gonna hopefully make up for it.
Yeah.
So if you're into this sort of thing, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Later.
Aw, that was nice.
That's a fun little video. Man.
Yeah.
That thing's beautiful, dude.
So pretty.
If you
want to see more
videos just like
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was fun to watch. We should go back there.
I would love to go back.
I'd like to try to do it far in advance and try to get like site
The good-
18.
yeah,
Underneath that tree with all the shade and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like right on that creek and everything. 21 wasn't so bad. It was just
It was
the
a
bathroom, man.
great
When you're
spot.
picking out campsites, like a lot of times we'll do it online and we'll get to see the map of the campsite and
Yeah.
here's the water, here's the bathroom, and you can kind of plan it, so you're not, there's no surprises, but this was just kind of like a
Was
spur
the
of the
map
moment thing.
unavailable, or was this a first come first serve?
First comes, first serve. First
Oh,
come,
okay,
first serve.
that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah,
That's
man.
why.
And that was like one of 2 I think that were available, and we took that one because it was right on the creek, and we liked that.
That's right.
So yeah, I mean, other than that bathroom smell, it was pretty great. It was
beautiful, yeah.
I loved that little shady spot down by the creek.
So nice.
And then that hike, God only knows what that could turn into if you kept going.
I know.
I'd love to get up there further. But who knows, maybe you'll run into that grow operation and get
kidnapped by the cartel. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was cool, man. That was a fun trip. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like. And if you're into this sort of thing, don't forget to hit subscribe. We put a new video out every week. You can also check out our creators commentary playlist. This is our 3rd installment in there, and definitely let us know in the comments if you want to see us do this to any of our other videos in particular, any trips or anything you'd like to hear the behind the scenes of. It's fun, man. I like doing this. It's cool to just look back and see what's going on and remember how we were feeling or what we were dealing with or whatever. So it's a good time.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Later. If you want to see more videos just like this one, be sure to check out the rest of the Where We Wild YouTube channel, where we post a brand new video every week. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we post a new adventure. Thanks for watching.